Council, can you please come forward?
This is 2018. This is 2018. Yes. Oh, yeah. 2019.
So Jeng, these are your electronic cash books
Yes.
between 2018 to
2023.
2.
January 2023.
So Jeng, we will give you back these electronic cash books, and you now sort them out, and then you tell us one after the other which periods they contain, so that we can have them admitted. Let's start with 2018, please.
Okay.
Yes, what do you have for 2018?
You have me. For 2018, you have May to December.
May to December.
Yes.
You don't have January.
No, it starts from May.
It starts from May.
Yes.
Can we please see? The next one, please. 2019.
From January to December.
2020,
The same thing from January to December.
2021,
From January to December.
2022,
From January to December.
2023,
January.
we apply to tender the electronic cash book from the witness from 2018 to 2023. The ones for 2018 is between May to December. The ones for 2019 to 2022 is between January to December. And the one for 2023 is only for the month of January. Correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All into evidence as an exhibit.
The electronic cash books maintained by the witness, Mr. Alagie Jeng, covering the period from May 2018 to December 2018, from January to December 2019, from January to December 2020, from January to December 2021, from January to December 2022, and for 2023, it is up to the end of January alone. These documents are admitted in a bundle and marked as LGC/AJ/BKAC/001 into evidence.
As the commission places. Yes, any other?
Yes. We have the payment from the geology fund.
Let me just correct this. It's not 001, it's 011. Let me read the exhibit number again. It is LGC/AJ/BKAC/011. Thank you for the corrections.
As the commission places. Yes, what else do you have?
The payment from the geology fund.
The what?
The payment from the geology funds.
Yes, let us see it, please. I don't understand. This is how you have spent the $33 million from geology fund.
Yes.
So it is a statement which seeks to provide explanation as to how you spend the money. Correct?
Yes.
We apply to tender a statement of expenditure of the $33,659,779.60 butut, which is derived from the geology fund. The said statement seeks to explain, as per the witness's testimony, how the said geology fund was expended. We apply to have it turned into evidence as an exhibit.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes, ma'am.
this document you presented to us,
Yes.
you're the one that prepared it.
Yes.
You want us to admit a document that you just stamped without signing it, without date, without anything?
Then let me sign it.
A document presented by the witness, Mr. Alagie Jeng, seeking to establish the disbursement or the expenditure of the sum of 33,659,779.60. The said document is signed by the witness and dated the 7th of July 2024, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/AG/BKAC/012.
As the commission places. Yes. What else do you have?
The staff loan.
The
The staff
Staff.
loan register.
staff loan register.
Yes.
The Brikama Area Council Staff Loan Register. Covering the period 1st January 2019 to 12th of January 2023 is presented into evidence as an exhibit, Madam Chairperson. We apply that the same be admitted. The cover letter is dated the 8th of July 2024, signed by Jeng and Modu Jonga, the CEO and the then Director of Finance, correct, sir?
Yes, yes, sir.
A GL account name, which is staff loans, covering the period from 1st of January 2018 to the 1st of January 2023, with attached thereto with a cover note dated the 8th of July 2024 with reference number BAC/078/A, addressed to the chairperson of the Local Government Commission of Inquiry, with the caption "Submission of Brikama Area Council Staff Loan," signed by Modu Jonga, the CEO of Brikama Area Council, and Alagie Jeng, the Director of Finance. This document is admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/AG/BKAC/013.
As the Commission. What do you have?
No, it's finished.
That's all.
Yes.
Now, to start.
Mr. Jeng, I recall that we requested that you provide us with your budgets
The
from
budget.
2018 to date.
Okay. Then
Your signed authentic budgets from 2018
okay.
to January 2023.
Okay.
I recall that your first day when you came, we requested that you produce that to the Commission.
Okay.
Can you produce that tomorrow?
Tomorrow, no. Maybe on Thursday.
We are giving you up to Wednesday to produce it. It's not difficult to produce it because you were using these documents to do your work. So,
Yes.
so they should be available.
Yes,
So by Wednesday, you produce it to the Commission, all right?
They are at the office, of course.
Yes, so you produce them on Wednesday.
Okay.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Just to briefly examine your electronic cash book for the period 2018. This is for the month of May 2018. What columns do you have in your electronic cash book?
You have this,
You have what?
the serial number,
Serial number of what?
the date, pardon?
The serial number
The
of?
reference number.
Okay. The date.
Then you have the date.
The date will be the date of the transaction.
Yes.
Correct? Go.
Description.
Description.
Yes.
What should be in the description column?
The name of the,
What should be?
pardon?
What should be in the description column?
Yeah, that is what I want to explain. I said the name of the cashier and any payment voucher make regarding cash.
Please proceed.
Then you have the reference, that is the TR numbers and the PB numbers.
Okay. Go ahead.
Then you have the debit and the credit
And balance.
and balance.
Now, in examining the first, or the one you're holding,
Yes.
the first transaction, what is the serial number?
The serial number 17861.
17861.
Yes.
The date?
On the 4th of May, 2018.
Description?
Lamin K. Kante Cashier.
And how much was withdrawn or deposited?
How much was received?
Yes.
252,000.
In cash.
It can be in cash or in deposit slips.
Now, the description column,
Yes.
should it not contain, or should it not be the particulars of the receipt to give a further explanation as to what that transaction was about?
No.
What do you mean, no? If you have Lamin K. Kante, just
Yes,
that,
yes.
what will that tell you?
Lamin K. Kante.
What kind of a description is that?
Is the cashier?
Yes, but then what is the information? What is that money for? The money that was received? What do you know about that transaction?
About this transaction.
Yes. What does your electronic cash book tell us about the transaction?
It can be trade license.
What?
I said it can be trade license.
It can be?
Trade license.
It can be trade license.
Yes.
Or it can be what?
It can be value property.
Go on again.
It can be
What else can it
market
be?
daily fees.
Go on. What else can it be?
Pardon?
What else can it be?
These are our revenue heads.
No. What else can that transaction be? We have seen the receipt of that amount, $252,000.
Yes.
We want to know what that collection was about.
No.
Know what?
I didn't know what collection was it about.
How would we know?
How would you know? These are revenue received by the receiving cashier.
Is that what it says in the description?
No?
Is that not what it should say in the description?
Okay.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes.
you are the expert here.
Yes.
Are you not?
Yes.
I had asked earlier the description column, what should it be? What should it contain?
That is what I have just explained. I
What you
said
have said is wrong.
The pain count,
No,
the pain out.
that's not true.
Okay.
It should provide detailed information as to what the collection is about. Is that
Okay.
not the case? Let me refer you to the manual on page 59. It says the cash book is the main book of original entry of the council in which all the cash receipts and cash payments are recorded on a daily basis.
Yes.
Now, analyzed cash book is hereby required to fully analyze receipts and payments to various heads and subheads.
Yes.
Now, all receipts of cash or checks are recorded on the debit side, and all payments made by cash or checks are recorded on the credit side. So first you have to have two sides of the cash book. Is that not the case?
Yes.
The one would be the
Income.
and
the
the
debit
other
side, the credit side.
and the credit side. But you don't have that distinction in your electronic cash book to start with.
No.
You don't have that.
No.
Now it says on the debit side are the following columns. A column for the date of the transaction. You have that
Yes.
generally.
Yes.
A column for recording the particulars of the receipts. You don't have that.
The particulars of the receipt.
Yes?
No, we don't have.
Yes, you don't have that. And a column for analysis of receipts. You don't have that as well.
Of course we have.
You have the receipt number, but no information in your electronic cash book will tell us why, on what the situation in which Mr. Kante received that money and what it is for.
These figures are analyzed.
Where?
They are analyzed when you look at the GTR Terosaurus receipt. The Terosaurus receipt.
Yes.
That is what we use to update the cash book. So these figures are analyzed through that GTR receipts and posted to their different heads.
Different heads.
Yes.
But what you don't have is the column of recording the particulars.
Particular, that can fit in the description.
Mr. Jeng, the cash book does not tell us anything about the revenue that was collected.
Of course.
The one you have.
Yes.
Okay, please tell us.
This is the revenue we have collected.
Which revenue head was that?
No, the cash book did not tell you any revenue head.
That's my point.
Yes, but from the Terosaurus receipt, that is where you analyze the figures and put the
Now, when
revenue
you collect,
heads.
when you collect that revenue,
Yes.
what do you do with the money?
We take it to the bank.
So those monies will reflect in the bank account?
Not actually all this money, because these are sundry income.
They are sundry income.
Yes.
What is sundry income?
We have different, we have many,
What is sundry income?
we have many collectors.
What is sundry income?
That is what I am explaining. We have many, if you look at this 252,000 in the bank statement, you will not see it. Maybe it's a combination of different payments, different collectors.
Yes.
Yes.
But you should be able to see all these monies that were collected. They should reflect at least to a large extent, to a great extent, in the account.
Pardon?
The monies that you've collected
Yes.
should reflect in the account. Where there are cash expenditures, there should be explanation. That's why you have the bank reconciliation.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
So now the first rule is all the money should be taken to the bank.
Yes.
If there are any lawful expenditures, it will be explained in the bank's reconciliation.
That is correct.
Now,
Sorry, Council, let me just, before you proceed. Mr. Jeng,
Yes, ma.
Council has read you what is supposed to be in the cash book.
Yes.
And you are trying to explain things that I don't seem to understand.
Yes.
Because what the financial manual said is very clear. And you are trying to explain assumptions into the amounts collected, amounting to that amount of 200 and something thousand you are referring to.
Yes.
Which is totally wrong and incorrect.
Okay.
Because you very well know that you, as council, have segregated the revenue lines.
Okay.
And that is how you have also segregated the collectors.
Okay.
So that for the purposes of transparency and accountability, to enable you understand what revenue line you are collecting for what, and how much it will total to at the end of the day, so that you have a clear picture of what you collect in each revenue line. So what you are telling us is absolutely false. So you did not go by what the financial manual is telling you to do. You were doing what you want to do.
No, ma.
So explain, because I don't seem to understand what you are saying
That
from
is,
this.
no, he asked for the description.
No, the financial manual has explained to you what your cash book
Yes.
the headings of your cash book.
Yes.
You understand? Each column, what it should contain.
Yes.
So that if a layman picks your cash book, he will understand that Mr. Alagie Jeng is a revenue collector
Yes.
for licenses only.
Yes.
And this is what he has collected. And the analysis and everything as contained here, because it's serialized. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items that you are supposed to provide for in your cash book, in the heading of the columns in your cash book. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
So what are you telling us?
I think the one you are referring to
I
is,
am not referring to anything. Explain to me, let me understand, because I'm not an accountant.
That is
but
what-
listen, what is provided for in the cash book is very clear.
Yes.
If you had gone by what is provided for in the cash book,
Yes.
we will not have any doubt as to that 200 and something thousand, where it is collected, what it is collected for, and what type of revenue line, you understand, the collector collected that money from. And you are telling us now that 200 and something thousand is a combination of certain collections. How is that possible?
You know, we have different...
There is no you know. You were doing what you want to do.
Madam,
Because
if you don't listen, I cannot explain. Let me explain, please.
Okay, explain.
We have different collectors. So this figure is not a collection of 1 day. It can even be a collection of 2 weeks. At the end of the day, we analyze it in an account head. And that account head is drawn and posted to the main ledger, to the cash book. If you go to the reports...
Now hold it.
If you
Hold
go
it.
to... If you
no,
go,
no, wait it. You are talking about the treasurer's cash book. So tomorrow, please provide us with the treasurer's cash book.
This is the treasurer's cash book that I have just presented. That is what
No, it's not. You have your own cash book. Is that not correct?
I am the treasurer. You are referring to
Canton Kante. Who is Canton
That
Kante?
is the cashier.
Yes, that is the cashier.
Yes.
What cash book does he maintain?
The cashier's cash book.
The
cashier's cash book. This is my cash book.
But he maintains a different cash book from you, right?
Very well.
So tomorrow you bring us Canton Kante's cash book.
That cash book, we have searched everywhere, but we cannot trace it, unless we bring the old one.
You bring what you have.
Okay.
And when we cannot have that cash book to cross-check with what you have,
Yes.
the liabilities you will take full charge, yourself and Canton, all right?
All right.
If we don't have the cash book for Canton. Please note it.
Okay.
Council, you may proceed.
Now, Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
we're discussing the fact that monies in the cash book should be in the bank. That's just a general rule.
Yes.
Of course, we know the bank account may not necessarily agree with the cash book because there may be some lawful expenditure, correct? Expenditures. Now, to start with, do you have your bank reconciliation?
I have some, but it's not completed. So I thought that they are with the investigators, so I have to go.
You
and
thought,
ask
please speak into the microphone. Come again?
I said I have some, but they are not completed.
So you don't have your bank reconciliation? If
No.
it's not complete, you don't have it.
Yes.
How about your financial statement?
The financial statements, I have them.
With you?
No, but they are attached to the audit reports.
So Jeng, before break, you said they are bringing you your financial statement and your bank reconciliation.
No,
That's what you said.
No.
You did not say that.
I said that what I have was the cash book, and I will
Mr.
bring
Jeng,
them.
you said they are bringing you the financial statement and the bank reconciliation, that they are supposed to authenticate it. Those were your words. That's where we started.
Okay.
Don't say okay. You did not say that?
All right.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
you did not say that.
I did.
Exactly.
Okay.
You promised that after break, we will see your financial statement and your bank reconciliation. So where are they?
I don't have the financial statements.
You don't have a financial statement, and you don't have the bank reconciliation.
I have financial statements, but they are not with me right now.
Now, on page 60, continuing from what should be in the cash book as per the financial manual, you will see, let me read to you. It says that the cash book should be posted daily by the accounts clerk, and the postings should be checked on each subsequent working day by the senior accounts clerk, correct?
Yes.
That should be done.
Yes.
How do you do this?
No, we don't normally post daily
Why?
because we sometimes post weekly.
Why? That would be contrary to the law.
Yeah.
So why would you post weekly?
We don't post daily. Definitely.
Why will you post weekly? Why not daily?
We are
The
not
law says it has to be done daily.
Okay. We are not posting daily then.
But why? Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
there should be an explanation to that. Why are you not posting daily?
Because normally the collectors will report on Thursdays.
In the microphone, please.
On Thursdays.
The what?
The collectors will come for submission on Thursday. They were not coming daily.
They were not doing daily.
No.
That is why you could not post daily.
No.
But you still do postings.
Yes.
Now it says at the end of the month, the cash book should be balanced off and the balance carried forward to the following month. And the cash book will then be checked by the Director of Finance, that's you,
Yes.
who then prepares the bank reconciliation statement.
Yes.
Do you follow?
Yes.
Now it says on 903, with the heading the bank reconciliation statement, that the balance shown on the monthly book bank statements received from the bank will usually not agree with the balance shown in the cash book. That was what we were discussing. Certain transactions recorded by the council may not have been recorded by the bank and vice versa. Now, in order to agree on the balance shown on the bank statements and cash book, a bank reconciliation statement must be prepared monthly by the Director of Finance.
Yes.
A copy of the statement must be filled for reference purposes. Now, this is what will explain the, you had said that we may not see certain funds in the bank. That this is what should explain that. Now, if what you have collected in the day, if it is $1 million, it should be in the bank. Yes. If it is short of $1 million
Yes.
of what is collected, then the reconciliation will explain that. Is that not the case?
Yes. That is.
Is that not the case?
Yes, that is.
Now,
the
at
case.
the end of the week is when you will post.
Yes.
And which means you will be posting 4 times in the month.
Yes.
Correct?
Very well.
But still, you should be able to have a bank statement, bank reconciliation to explain any money that may not reflect in the bank.
That is why I said I do perform bank reconciliation
You do perform?
every month.
Yes. Now, for all these financial, the cash book you have presented,
Yes.
between 2018
Yes.
and 2023,
Yes.
for every month, there should be a bank reconciliation. And you said you have it,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so we will suspend this for now, and you will have to provide all the bank reconciliations between 2018
Yes.
to 2023,
Yes.
so that we will be able to analyze your cash book.
Yes.
Correct, sir?
Yes. But for 2018, it will be a problem because I have searched everywhere. For 2019 to 2023, I have the soft copy. You know, when I reconcile, I save it in the system. So I can go to the system and print out from 2019 to 2023 all the bank's reconciliations.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
the request is for you to produce 2018,
2018.
2023. How you produce them and what you produce is what we will deal with. The rest you can't account for. That would be something you will have to shoulder. It will be your own cross, my friend. I cannot provide you explanation as to that.
Yes, let me just. Mr. Jeng, you have indicated that it was put to you that the financial manual did indicate that you must do daily banking, right?
Yes.
And you said you do weekly banking.
Yes.
That is on Thursday.
Yes.
Now, who gave the instruction for you to be doing weekly instead of daily banking?
No, I don't know. I made them operating that way, so
You said?
I made them operating that way, so it was just a continuity. So I did not know who gave the authority that let them bank on Thursdays.
Okay, so but you agree with me that you've gone through the manual
Yes.
and you have seen that you were supposed to bank this money daily
Yes.
using your account clerks.
Yes.
And you also decided that you should go on with what you found on the ground.
Yes.
Do you think that was correct on
No.
your side?
No, it was not correct.
And don't you think also this has contributed to you making a lot of errors and mistakes?
Yes, it can be.
No, answer the question. We need a straight answer. I said,
Yes.
don't you think this has also contributed in the so many mistakes, errors and commissions that you have made
Yes.
by not following what
The manual is
has
saying.
advised?
Yes, the manual is saying. That is correct, ma.
All right, thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Exhibit 012, that is LGC AJ Brikama Area Council 012, which you have tendered, seeking to explain how the 33 million is spent. Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
do you have a copy with you?
No.
Now, we know that there is a memorandum of understanding that was signed on the 1st of January 2019.
Yes.
And the stakeholders include the Ministries of Petroleum and Energy, Finance and Economic Affairs, Lands and Regional Government, and National Environment Agency.
Yes.
Now, according to the MOU, the communities where the quarrying took place should have monetary benefit from the Ministry of Lands and Local Government. Do you follow?
Yes.
Now, 20% of royalty on mining activities to be allocated for development projects in localities within which quarrying operations are conducted.
Okay.
Now, the funds to the MOU is to be received by the ministry and disbursed to the community through the approved budget. And there should be a committee to that effect. Correct?
Okay.
Now, what we have here, you are saying you have a copy with you, correct?
Yes.
The one for Katong Ward.
Yes.
The project is an electricity expansion, rehabilitation of Katong Badala,
Yes.
Women's Fish Smoking Center. Now, who was awarded this contract?
No, the money was paid to the ward development account.
Who was awarded this contract? Do you know?
No, I don't know. We
You paid this amount to the ward development. When was this?
This was, I think, in 2021.
No, we don't want an answer like I think.
Unless I go back and find out the date.
We should know exactly when.
Yeah, it
this
was in
is.
2021.
2021.
Yes.
How about the one for the electric expansion in Darussalam? Pirang? Is it Pirang Ward?
Yes, Pirang Ward.
Was also paid to the account?
Yes.
The one for Gunjur Ward?
It was
$2 million is?
Yes.
Was paid to the ward account.
Yes.
Jabang Ward?
Yes.
Please run us through the list.
You have Jabang Ward, then you have Pirang Ward, 259,910.
Yes,
You have Wasudu Ward,
yes,
156,500.
yes,
You have Lamin Ward,
yes,
250,000.
yes,
Nyambai Ward,
yes.
450,000.
Go on.
Then you have West Coast Region for the access route,
Yes,
Lot 1, 1,952,280.60 bututs.
yes,
And you have 1,904,018.75 bututs.
correct.
Then you have 718,257,000. Then you have West Coast Region, Box Bar Road, Lot 2. You have $617,438,
Yes,
$142,290, $142,290 again. Then you have West Coast Region, support to windstorm victims. You have 500,000. Then you have West Coast Region,
come again.
Pardon?
Support to windstorm
victims.
What does
500.
windstorm victim have to do with the geology fund?
This money was paid from the geology fund.
I can't get you.
I said it was paid from the geology fund.
I am not saying that it was not paid for from the geology fund, but Mr. Jeng, I'm sure we will get there soon. I mean, you're being very dishonest now. you've forgotten that you have provided answers to these questions
Yes.
before we went on the break.
Yes.
Now you have come with this breakdown, but we'll still analyze it.
Okay.
I'm asking the windstorm victims. Who are these windstorm victims?
It's
And are they from the area
No, it's across West Coast.
across West Coast?
Yes.
So not relatively from the areas that are affected by the sand mining.
It can happen, but it's across
Don't
West
tell me it can happen. I want facts. You want to have established facts, so don't really
unless I find out, because I don't also want to.
Nothing like finding out. Mr. Jeng,
Yes,
you
sir.
had all the time in the world. You know what you are saying is not true. You spend 1,952,280 on Brikama Access Route Lot 1.
Yes.
And then another 1,904,000, $18.75 per routes. Then another 718,257 dollars. You will provide details for this, but that's the Brikama Access Route Lot 1.
Yes.
Who was the contractor?
Sheriff Sir.
Sheriff Sar.
Yes.
And what has this to do with the areas affected by mining?
No, that is what I have explained before.
Does it have anything to do with it?
They are cross-cutting projects.
Does it have, what is cross-cutting point?
The MOU is saying that.
It says cross-cutting point.
Pardon?
Pardon what? The MOU says cross-cutting point?
No, he said the money should be used on capital projects. So these are capital projects.
Capital projects for which areas? Areas affected by this mining.
Okay.
Don't say okay. You can correct me if I am wrong. But if that is the fact, then that's the fact. We move on. Is that not what the MOU says?
Yes.
So now
that is what the MOU is saying.
that this is contrary to what the MOU says.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now you have the counterpart contribution street light project. What is that?
Where?
What is that, please? What is this counterpart contribution?
This is Nyambai what? We make a counterpart contribution in their street lights.
Come again?
I said this is Nyambai what? Council make a counterpart contribution to their street lights.
Yes.
Yes?
Now I have the MOU here.
Okay.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
when we say counterpart contribution, there must be another source of funding. Where was that funding coming from?
The funding is coming from the geology fund.
When we say counterpart contribution,
Yes.
for example, if there is a project, we tell you that this is a Gambox project,
Yes.
you have to, if the project is 100,000, you have to come up with a counterpart contribution of 10%,
Yes.
and that is $10,000.
Yes.
So Gambox will come with 90,000.
Yes.
Now, that's a simple question I'm asking you.
Yes.
Where is the other source of funding coming from?
I think it's from the community, not I think, it's from the community. The Nyambai Ward community.
Yes. They had money,
Yes.
and then you did counterpart contribution, the
Yes.
council.
Yes.
How? What was the percentage?
No, I don't know the percentage. I think this was just approved, just decided by the CEO. There was nothing like a percentage contribution.
But when it's counterpart, it must be percentage. It must.
Okay.
Not so.
Yes.
So we would want to know where is the main source of funding coming from,
Okay.
and why, and what percentage is the counterpart contribution. That's the way it works.
Okay.
All right. Council, you can continue.
We have the MOU here with
Okay.
us. The exhibit number is LGC AJ BAC 008. It says Memorandum of Understanding on royalty collected from quarrying operations. Do you follow?
Yes.
Now this was signed on the 11th of day of January 2019. It says on 2.0, the basis of this reviewed memorandum is as follows. Number one, the identification and surveys of minerals resources deposits countrywide require logistics and personnel support. That the continuous monitoring and supervision of mining and quarrying operations nationwide is enormous and requires logistical support such as mobility, infrastructure, and personnel. You have the quarrying by its nature alters the environment, and therefore communities within which quarrying takes place are directly or indirectly affected by these activities, such as such communities need to benefit from the proceeds generated from quarrying activities. Are you familiar with this?
Yes.
Are you familiar with this, sir?
Am I?
Are you familiar with this?
No, I have never seen even that MOU.
That's your fault. That's your problem. You're the finance director.
Yes.
You know monies are received. You don't want to know why they are received. You care not why or what the money should be done
Okay.
with. So if you don't see it, that's your problem, Mr. Jeng.
All right.
Do you understand that?
I agree.
It says the reason why the communities need to benefit from the monies that are generated by these mining activities is because the environment there's an impact on the environment and it affects the communities. And therefore there is just the equitable need to make sure that some proceeds, part of the proceeds are plowed back to the community for their own development. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
It didn't say to other parts of the country, but it says directly to the communities that are affected.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
That is the case.
Now it says 2.3, upon receipt of benefits on behalf of these communities, the Ministry of Local Government and Regional of Lands and Regional Government has an obligation towards these communities through the Committee on Community Cooperation Fund yet to be established. In fact, there should have been a fund for that. There should be a committee and a fund for that in relation to how this money should be received and spent for the communities that are affected, correct?
Yes.
But for whatever arrangement you have with the is it the Accountant General's office?
Yes.
Monies are sent to the area council directly, which is very, very, very wrong, totally in contradiction with the MOU.
Okay.
Mr. Jeng, again, you see, things we say at the lawyer's level, you have to agree or disagree.
Yes, I said I agreed.
Okay, it's not an agreement.
Okay.
You may say okay, but you may mean something different.
I agreed.
Now, you had told us that this is what the money is spent on.
Yes.
The box bar frontage, plot 2, has nothing to do with the areas that are affected, correct?
Okay. Yes, correct.
You have the support to the windstorm victims, $500,000.
Yes.
Nothing to do with that.
Okay.
Correct, sir?
Yes.
Box bar frontage, lot 2, you have $284,887 for the two boots.
Yes.
$200,184.
Yes.
$200,184. $338,067. $1,187,604.37 boots. That's the West Coast Region Methodist Road. That was about $5 to $6 million that was spent on that road, correct, sir?
No, about $9 million.
About $9 million.
Yes.
That has nothing to do with the purpose of the geology fund.
Okay.
You agree?
Yes.
You have the Methodist Road at West Coast Region, $800,000. Again, no correlation with the purpose of the fund. You agree?
Yes.
The list goes on. The market construction, zero link with the purpose of the fund.
Okay.
The Nyambai ward, $1 million. That's a Jambar Sane Road.
Yes.
About $5 million, correct?
Yes.
Again, no correlation with respect to the areas affected.
Okay.
Do you agree, sir?
Yes, I
You have to increase your voice.
Yes, I do.
The Kafuta electric expansion, $1 million plus.
Yes.
Again, not what it is meant for, right?
Kafuta.
Yes.
Mining is done in Kafuta.
So it was affected as well?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the Gunjur ward,
Yes.
drilling of a borehole.
Yes.
Kembujen ward, fencing of Buffalo football field.
Yes.
Now, about this is, it is very inaccurate. It is meant to really misinform the commissioners. It is not a true reflection of how the money was spent.
Okay.
You and I know this.
Okay.
This information that you had provided seeks to provide a false information
Okay.
to the commissioners.
I know that this is not a false statement.
It's not a false statement.
No.
Yes. Let us now analyze the monies that you have received
Okay.
from the Office of the Accountant General.
Okay.
It says May 20th, 2020,
Yes.
with the EcoBank, your EcoBank account number 00700149026335001,
Okay.
an amount of $7,888,198.17 bututs
Yes.
was what was received.
Okay.
And the collection period is between July to December 2019.
All right.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, 21st January 2021, you have received $745,039.40 bututs
Yes.
from your EcoBank account, the same account,
Okay.
between January to June 2020
Okay.
collection period.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, the third one is $1,391,454. Received your Vista Bank, the then FIB
Yes.
account. The bank account number is 3101-403320 between July to December 2020.
Yes.
Again, on the 26th of October 2021, you've received $4,169,708.79 bututs.
Okay.
And your FIB, then now Vista Bank account, the same account number, between January to June 2021. Now, 29th of March 2022, $3,007,753.92 bututs.
Okay.
Your Vista Bank account, then FIB, between July to December 2021.
Yes.
On the 17th of October 2022, $4,390,191.78 bututs.
Okay.
Your then FIB, now Vista Bank account, between January to June 2022 is the collection period.
Yes.
Now, the other one is 27th of October 2022, $5,113,086.3 bututs.
Yes.
Vista Bank. The period is between July to December 2021. The
Okay.
last payment was done on the 12th of June 2023.
Okay.
The amount is $3,007,753.92 bututs.
Okay.
FIB then, now Vista Bank. July to December is the collection period 2022.
Okay.
Do you confirm that?
Yes.
Now it says that the first fund that was received, paid to your account, the amount that was paid, $1,391,444
Yes.
on the 12th of October 2021. That is the one paid at the FIB Bank, correct?
Yes.
Now Vista Bank.
Yes.
It says at the time when the amount was, your account was at a minus. It was a negative balance,
Yes.
which implies that more than 90% of the funds that you have received in that account synced.
Yes, that is correct.
If that is correct, how is this correct then?
But remember, in my,
No, no,
in my statement, I have stated that we use the
Mr. Jeng, answer the question.
Okay.
Answer the question.
If the
before
money
you
synced,
Yes.
because there was a negative balance of $1,239,855.60. If the money will now sink
Yes.
in the FIB account,
Yes.
how do you justify your list?
When we make collection, then we pay from that money because the money already sink in the account.
You did not say that in the beginning. You see, you don't have to lie. That's your problem. You're just really hell-bent on lying.
No, no,
I have told you.
I'm
now,
not lying,
let me
sir.
proceed. I will show you why your list is an afterthought.
Okay.
That all you had to do was just to see some of the expenses that you probably had done, and then now want to tie it with the geology fund. That's
No.
very dishonest of you to do. Very dishonest of you to do, sir. Even your CEO did not say this.
Okay.
That is why this is not from the management, this is from you.
Okay.
This was never approved by the management, correct?
Pardon?
Your exhibit LGC AJ BSAC 012, that is the explanation of the funds,
Yes.
was never approved by the management.
Was never approved by the?
Management.
No.
How the 33 million was spent was never approved by the management.
No.
Exactly. So this is your own making, correct?
No, I can even come with a covering letter with the CEO
Wait
to
a
sign.
minute, my friend. We will go on to show you how most of these monies were actually synced in the accounts.
Council, I know that. I know that very well. It sinks in the account.
Mr. Jeng,
But these are funds that we have to pay.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
you are not honest. Not even 5% of the amount received were disbursed in relation to the areas in which it was supposed to be. You did not spend these monies to the areas that were affected. And I will show you, this is just the beginning. It says further, you had already used that to offset your bank liabilities, and you have agreed with that.
Yes.
Now, on October 20th, 2021, a payment of $1,187,604.37 was made to Sheriff Sar. Who is Sheriff Sar?
A contractor.
For road maintenance and rehabilitation contract in Brikama from the account.
Yes.
Now, at the time of this payment, the account was at a negative.
Yes.
Now, $86,050.60, implying that the payment is made from a loan or an overdraft facility. How do you make payment from this geology fund when the amount was at a negative?
When the amount sinks, so we have to pay. That is why we apply for an overdraft so that we can. at least
Yes,
stop.
yes. So it is not from the fund.
It's from the fund because the fund has already sink in the account.
No, my friend. You took an overdraft
Yes.
to make payment.
Yes.
An overdraft
And
is
that,
not.
that overdraft is related to the, it should be related to the funds.
No, Mr.
Because the
Jeng.
fund is already in the account, sir.
Mr. Jeng.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Please
ma'am.
listen to the questions and answer correctly.
Mr. Jeng, those funds have already disappeared. The bank has taken those monies. It is rightfully theirs. That money does not exist anymore.
All right.
That's not all right. You are the financial expert.
I agree.
You agree.
Yes.
Exactly. So any other money that you have taken as a way of overdraft has nothing to do with the money that has already synced. Because that one has already been eaten up by the bank.
Okay. Agreed.
So you can't bury that money and then now want to still rely on the money that doesn't exist, my friend. That's not how it works.
Yes,
now,
sir.
there was an inflow on the 27th of October, on the 27th of October, an amount of $4,169,708.79 bututs.
Yes, sir.
That is 26th of October 2021, your Vista Bank.
Okay.
Again, it came at a time when the account was minus. This was a negative balance of $2,370,000.
That is
$4.49 bututs.
That is correct.
90% of the amount was really, in fact, the entire amount
Okay.
disappeared. It was paid as a way of your bank liabilities. So you are using the geology fund to be paying your bank liabilities.
All right.
Mr. Jeng,
I agreed.
yes.
Yes.
Again, another example why this evidence of yours is fake. It's not true.
Okay.
It's false.
Okay.
Not okay.
I agreed.
You are at liberty to say, I don't agree.
It's fine. I agreed.
You agree with this?
Yes.
But we will still proceed. Now, the monies that were withdrawn from the account 2 days after the above disbursement, there are monies that you also already withdrew from the account.
Yes.
As of October 20 of 2021, or 29th of October 2021, you have some of your staff members who withdrew from the monies that were also deposited. Amadou Toure
Yes.
withdrew $1 million on the 20th of October 2021.
Yes.
Why did he make that withdrawal? And who is Amadou Toure to start with?
Amadou Toure is an accounts clerk. Maybe it was for payment of salaries.
Come again?
I said it was for payment of salaries.
Payment of salaries from the geology fund.
No, this is not from the geology fund.
Where is this from? Where is this from?
The withdrawal. No, you don't have a specific account for the geology fund. The geology fund
Your
comes with
accounts
our.
were read. The only monies that were making transactions in your account were the geology fund at the time. And withdrawals were made. The only conclusion is, or logical conclusion would be, there is the money from the geology fund, my friend.
Yeah, that is correct.
Exactly. You don't need to be a genius to know that that is the logical conclusion.
Okay.
Amadou Toure, again, $500,000 on the
Okay.
28th of October 2021.
Okay.
Where was that? What was that for?
They are all for salaries.
For salaries.
Yes.
We will need these vouchers.
Yes.
These vouchers in relation to monies that were withdrawn for the purpose of salaries. For all these withdrawals, we will need the vouchers. And again, needless to say that it was an unlawful payment because the monies were not meant for salaries.
Okay.
But so even if it were for salaries and you have evidence of that, it is still unlawful. And the
Correct.
payments were not authentic, correct?
Yes.
Again, Amadou Toure, $856,300.74, 28th of October 2021, the same day.
Yes.
The same day, Omar Sedikan withdrew $400,000.
Yes.
The same day, Omar Sedikan again withdrew $425,000, Mr. Jeng,
Correct.
October 2021.
Yes.
Now, are they all for salaries?
Pardon?
Are they all for salaries?
Yes, they are all for
So
salaries.
Jeng, when you come back tomorrow,
Yes.
you are to provide evidence of these withdrawals as to what the purpose of these monies were
I
for.
think this one, the vouchers are with the
You
investigators.
go to the investigators, I will give you a week,
Okay.
and you will have to come back. The reason why you will need a week, Mr. Jeng,
October 2020.
is because you as the finance director and the CEO, both of you will sign these checks.
Yes.
If you cannot account for these monies,
All of them
it's
are
only
account-
logical that you will have to pay for the money.
all of them are accounted for.
I hope so, Mr. Jeng.
Yes.
Council,
Yes.
now, Mr. Jeng, around the same period,
Pardon?
around the same period of 2021,
Yes.
let's say from June 23rd,
From?
June 23rd
Yes.
to let's say January 2023,
Yes.
the same council went to Supersonic and got a 10 million, first a 2,232,395.49
Yes.
overdraft.
Yes.
Then on the 30th of November 2021,
Yes.
this 2 million was on the 30th of June 2021.
Okay.
Then for the 10 million was 30th of November 2021,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And in June 2022, you took another 2 million
Yes.
333.26.5.
Yes.
When you already have all these payments from geology, can you explain to us?
That 2 million was for, that 2
It's
million,
just not 2 million. I have mentioned 2.3 million and another 2.3 million and a 10 million.
yeah, that is what I want to explain.
10 million loans approved for you by Supersonic. Within the same period we are analyzing these accounts.
Yes.
You have gone to this financial institution and you have secured these monies
Yes.
as loans,
Just
which
as,
were approved and disbursed to the council.
yes.
Yes.
I said the 2.3 million was for 1/6 payment. And the 10 million was for the refurbishment of the new building, the new office.
Yes, and the last 2.3?
The last 2.3, is it the same period?
This is in 2022. The first one is in 2021.
Yes, they
the
are.
10
they are-
million
they-
is in 2021.
One. Okay.
And the last 2.3 million is
2022.
2022.
Yeah, they are for 1/6 payment.
They are all for 1/6.
Yes.
You are going to provide, you will go and do the reconciliation. Listen, you are doing the reconciliation with our accountants,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you provide us with the evidence of all of this.
All right.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Yes, sir.
Seems every time I call your name, the microphone will go off. I will desist from calling your name, Sir Jeng. Now, we have on the 17th of October,
Okay.
2022.
Yes.
Now, the account was credited with an amount of $390,191.78 bututs.
Okay.
Now, at that time, there was a minus of $4,274,348.57 bututs.
Okay.
Again, the same fate.
Yes.
You have most of these monies that were paid to your account went to offset liabilities that you owe to the bank.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, there was an amount of $2,800,000 that was withdrawn from the account by Amadou Toure,
Yes.
the accounts clerk.
Yes.
That would be on the 18th of October 2022.
Yes.
Why was that withdrawal made?
That withdrawal, it was sometimes Amadou do withdraw and deposit in other banks.
You see, maybe you don't know how this inquiry works.
Okay.
The idea that you will give us we need a definitive answer.
Yes.
So sometimes would not really be an adequate answer to these questions.
Okay.
So you as a finance director, you should be in a position to give us an answer.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
That is the case.
Now I will repeat myself again. Why was this withdrawal made?
It was withdraw and deposit in other banks.
To which bank?
Well, I cannot recall unless.
You can recall, you should recall.
No, I cannot recall because this was in 2021.
We don't need you to recall. In fact, you have to provide us with the evidence.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I'll provide the evidence, but I
When?
cannot recall, sir.
When? What evidence are you seeking to provide?
To find out where this money was lodged.
So you did not know where the money was taken to?
No, I cannot recall
Mr. Jeng,
definitely.
you are interesting.
I cannot recall definitely.
You withdrew $2.8 million and you don't know? You don't have evidence as to why you withdrew that money? I can understand if it's your personal account. Sometimes I don't know why. If you run me through my own personal bank account, that's different. I owe probably no one an explanation as a general rule. But you were the finance director.
Yeah,
Every dollar you have to account for, Mr. Jeng.
but that was since 2021.
It does not matter.
Honorable.
It does not matter. Every amount, every dollar, everybody, you must account for it.
Yes, I understand that very
And
well.
you have to account for it.
Very well.
If you cannot account for it, you are personally liable for it.
Very well.
And that you know. So you will do yourself a favor by telling us where and under what circumstance these withdrawals were made from the geology fund.
I'll find out.
Mr. Jeng, and then, you see, the interesting part is we don't have to go after you to provide evidence. All we need to do is provide you with the opportunity
Yes.
to provide an evidence
Okay.
so that you will not say that you were never given the opportunity.
All right.
Do you understand that?
Very well.
Now, still with the geology fund, we have $5,113,086.03 brutes. It was paid on the 27th of April 2022. But before this, there was a negative balance of $1,509,758.40.
Yes.
Now, on the 29th of March, again, needless to say, that most of the amount also, or part of the amount, sank in the bank account. It was really retained by the bank as a way of bank charges or liability, correct?
That is correct.
Now, on the 29th of May 2022, there was an inflow of $3,007,753.92.
Okay.
But we want you to tell us how this money was spent when you come back. Do you follow?
Yes.
Now let's look at your EcoBank account
Okay.
in relation to the geology fund.
Sorry, Mr. Jeng, it seems you are not taking note of what you have been
I have
asked.
taken note, of course.
What is the last thing he asked you to check that you will provide analysis for?
He said the last 3 million that was disbursed by the Accountant General, how it was spent.
Thank you.
Yes, the EcoBank account
Yes.
was an amount of $7,888,198.17 that you have received on the 22nd of May 2020. You had an amount of $622,911.42 balance in your account. There was a withdrawal of $7 million from the account on the 29th
Yes.
of May 2020. Why was that money withdrawn?
It was withdrawn for a fixed deposit.
For a fixed deposit.
Yes.
Please provide us with the details.
The
Fixed deposit in which account?
the same bank.
Same bank.
Yes.
Okay. We need the details of that fixed deposit.
That fixed deposit.
Yes. Write it down, please.
Okay.
Don't forget, please.
No, I have
When can you provide us with the explanation?
Thursday.
All right. Look for you on Thursday. Now, on 24th of October 2023, there was an amount of $4,745,039.40. You want to see evidence of that transaction.
When was that?
21st of January 2021.
Okay. 21st of January.
21st January 2021.
Okay.
In your EcoBank account. At the time that you had this inflow of 4.7, you already had a negative balance of $6,300,000 in that account.
That is true.
So which means the entire amount as well would have been retained by the bank as a way of bank liability, correct?
Yes.
So we know from interviews with CEO Jonga that only $3 million is $3,818,525 was spent on the affected areas, and that is Gunjur Ward.
Yes.
There was the construction of Sambuya Clinic and electricity expansion project, $2 million.
Okay.
It was said to have been executed. Katong Ward, electricity expansion project in Katong, $1,051,205. And Pirang Ward, electricity expansion in Darussalam, $767,320.
Yes.
The total is $3,818,525. $525.
Okay.
Now, which means you have about 29 to $30 million that is outstanding, that has already been either withdrawn by you people without evidence of lawful withdrawal, or the money will really sink in the accounts because of your negative balances.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Now, why was this the case? Why was this the case, sir?
I know.
I don't know why they did that. It's like leaving your sheep with the wolf.
Yeah.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
it's like leaving your sheep in the wilderness, just for the wolf to come and just feast on it.
Anyway, this is how we spend the money on this.
This is how you spend the money.
Yes.
And how would you explain how you spend the money?
This is the explanation.
No, that's my explanation, which you've agreed to. But now to sum it up, will you say you have spent this money?
That is what I said. This is the explanation.
And which is only 3.8 million is spent.
No, we more than 20 million even was
No,
disbursed.
Mr. Jeng.
More than 20 million was disbursed to this ward committees.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes.
we are specifically referring to the geology fund.
Yes.
I've already shown you evidence of how most of these monies were payment of bank charges. So you must be very dishonest to now turn back.
I agree. I agree. What the amount we pay to these wards is from this geology fund.
It doesn't exist anymore.
In my statement, I said the first 7 million we receive, we use the 7 million as a fixed deposit. That allows us to withdraw up to $9 million.
Mr. Jeng, there is only evidence of 3.8 million spent on the affected areas from the geology fund. There's also evidence of the monies that you had received sinking as a way of bank liability. Is that a fact?
We are paying more than...
Is that a fact?
Yes.
I'm not asking you
Yes.
how much monies you have paid to the ward development committees.
Okay.
We are not concerned about the source of those funding.
Okay.
Do you not have a responsibility as an area council from the monies you generate
Yes.
to develop these area councils?
Of course we do.
Exactly. So I'm not really focused on what you have done for any of these wards. We are focused on just the geology fund.
Okay.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
And going by the geology fund, most of the money went as a way of offsetting bank liability.
Correct.
That's correct?
Yes.
Right. Any questions to the witness?
Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
have you ever gone through the Mines and Quarry Act? Have you ever read it?
No.
You never read it?
No.
Okay. Now, how far have these projects gone? Are they finished?
Some of them are finished.
The others are not finished?
Yes.
Who does the monitoring of this fund, of these projects?
The planning director.
The planning director?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you ever attempted to form this committee that is supposed to do an evaluation for the execution of these projects?
No.
No. So you are just spending the money without the other stakeholders?
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you.
Mr. Jeng, I believe you are aware of the impact of the mining activity in your jurisdiction, that is, in the specific wards that mining does happen.
Yes.
Now, was it not the intention of the law that you mitigate the effects of the mining? And that is why the Accountant General collects this money and sends it back to you to send to the requisite wards for you to be able to implement projects that directly will impact on mitigating the consequence.
I agree, ma. That was the purpose.
And the dire consequence that is in the mining sites,
Yes.
You mean to tell this commission that Brikama Area Council hasn't taken any step to mitigate those consequences, looking at what is the current status of those areas?
That is correct.
Then why do you have to spend the money on so-called projects when you know the dire consequences that are going to hit these communities in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years?
This was an error, ma.
It's not an error, Mr. Jeng.
Of course it
Please.
is.
It's not an error. You have gone to these communities. Your people collect tax. And having realized what this is, you understand? There is a law guiding you as to what to do to help these communities. Is that not the case?
That is the case.
And you said it is an error.
Yes.
I think it's a convenient point to stop. We will. Sorry. Okay. He has a question.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes, sir.
after the withdrawal of from the mining sites, who
Yes.
is responsible to do the rehabilitation?
It's the ward councillor. We normally pay to the ward development.
No, you are not hearing me.
Yes, and it's supervised by the director of.
No, wait. After a mining activity has ended,
Yes.
who is supposed to do the rehabilitation of the mining sites? Who is responsible?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't know that it is the contractor's responsibility to do
No,
that.
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
You don't know that the company doing the mining have deposited bank bonds so that if they don't do the rehabilitation, they would use these bonds to do the rehabilitations?
No, I don't know.
You don't know that?
No.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You may